Welcome to A Social Disease, a podcast for recapping and relating to Degrassi Jr High. I'm your host, Jessie Mack.
And I'm Carly Jo Gear, also a host.
This show is not for kids, as we have frank discussions about sex, drugs, and violence. Listener discretion advised. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's good. I got a new cat.
Woo!
And I almost said we got a new cat because I guess we did. We don't live together, but we got a cat, my boyfriend and I. Yeah, we went to the same shelter that I got Nikki, my original cat, from. And you know, after chatting with the people that worked there, they were like, "Oh, we were thinking you'd like this cat." Who also has one eye. So now I have two cats that both have just one eye.
Perfect.
They are missing the opposite eyes of each other. So when they look at each other, they are in fact staring at each other eye to eye because their eyeballs are on the same side when they face each other. Yep. So, you know, I don't know if I've mentioned probably several podcasts ago, but my first cat, she is named Nick Furry, and I call her Nikki. And this new cat I named Lisa Left Eye Low Paws because I think I'm fucking hilarious. So I just call her Lisa, or because of the fact that I've been listening to or watching a lot of 90 Day Fiancé, I call her Baby Girl Lisa. But yeah, so now I've got two one-eyed kitties, and yeah, Lisa's very shy, so she's in the room with me, but she's going to stay in her box that she is her safe box. So the cats are not friends yet, but they are getting to know each other.
So they're not like hissing at each other or anything? They're just not interacting? Or
I think now at first I think Nikki was being a jerk, and then Nikki got over the jerkdom, but then Lisa's like got her guard up because she's like, you were already an asshole, so like what do you want?
Yeah.
So now when Nikki approaches, Lisa does give her like a little bit of a hiss. Like it's just like a quick, and then Nikki's like, all right, I'm gonna back up. They have not had like an all-out battle that I've seen unless it's happened when I wasn't here, because we did keep them separate for a long time. Maybe we've had her for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
And it was just like the other day that I finally was like, you know what? I'm just leaving all the doors open.
Yeah.
Like, because Nikki was just like constantly trying to get in the room that Lisa was in. And so once we left all the doors open, then Nikki was like less excited about being in the room with Lisa. So it's less of like, oh, cool, there's another cat in here. What's happening? So yeah, it definitely made it a lot more casual. It's interesting whenever I like, because Lisa doesn't move a whole lot, but when you do, if you catch her, she like stares at you like, oh fuck, oh god, they caught me. Like I'm moving, and you're like, it's cool, go ahead, walk around, it's fine, have fun. But she's really pretty, and I literally just want to like hold her and squeeze her, and I know she would hate it, so I don't. But I'm like, oh, you're so pretty. I just want to pet you.
Oh,
so,
Are you doing the blink thing?
Or you blink at her?
Yeah.
I you know what? I haven't like read a method on that, but I have heard that like, yeah, if a cat blinks at you, it means like she trusts you or something, right?
Yeah, I was reading because our kitten is not super cuddly. She'll like accept pets for like a minute or two and then be like, fuck you, and start to like scratch it or whatever. I mean, you can tell because she'll start tail will start twitching. Start whapping. Yeah. Then she'll like she progresses up to, if you keep fucking with her, she's gonna bite you.
Yeah.
But she'll like accept, you know, she has her different, like if she's sleepy, she'll accept more pets than if she's like up and about, she's like, leave me alone, don't touch me.
Yeah.
But so I was reading on like how do you get your cat to be more cuddly, and it was saying that you just blink really slowly at them, and eventually that's apparently a cat showing that they love you.
I have read that, and I did notice that. Like I said to Eric, my boyfriend, I was like, she's blinking at me with her one eyeball, so like I think that means she slightly trusts me. And like, yeah, you know, slowly but like the first couple days we had her, she didn't eat at all, and so now she's eating normally and everything. And like I'm noticing that she will eat with me in the room, or she will eat with Nikki in the room. So like, you know, there's these little signs that like she's definitely getting more comfortable. But it's like interesting. I brought Nikki over and left her at Eric's apartment for a couple days, like a week or so ago, just so
Mhm.
Lisa could like walk around and get her scent in the house.
Mhm.
And like when I came home, sure enough, she was in the living room, like in the cat tree, and I was like, like, yeah, 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 enjoy
Yep.
yourself, have fun, yeah, come out
Mhm.
here, like, hell yeah. Of course, once I got home, she was like, fuck you, going back to my office area.
Oh.
And yeah, when we met her at the shelter, like she let us pet her, but
Yeah.
and like I have pet her here. Like if she's like in her safe corner, you can get a hand on her and pet her. But
Mhm.
like she definitely like, like basically she the yoga poses cat cow. She like basically cows her back and is like, oh god, it's happening. And like looks like she like looks away and she's like,
Mhm.
if I'm not seeing it, it's like it's not happening. Like, you know what I
Jeez.
mean? Like she doesn't run away, but she's like, "Oh god, it's happening." I don't that's how I imagine she's thinking in her head. I obviously don't know,
Mhm.
but yeah, she's super soft and she's just like a really pretty cat. Like
Aw.
and I'm just like, I want to hold you so bad. You're so cute. And I also kind of wonder because Nikki is a bit of a pipsqueak.
Yeah.
Like she's just a runt of a kitty. And I'm like, do you realize like you gotta be nice to Lisa because I think she could kick your ass. Like she's a normal sized cat and you look like you're 1 years old. So
We've just been waiting for our little kid to get big enough that she can start really bullying little Sweetness around because little Sweetness has bullied
mm-hmm.
her since day one.
Yep.
But they're definitely at a point now where she will kind of like bully her a little bit or like go chase after her and Sweetness is like oh
Yeah, right.
but
Oh
it's
shit.
funny because every time Sweetness like is mean to her we're like Sweetness, but then when she's mean to Sweetness we're like get her.
Yeah, right. You crotchety old bitch. That's right. No, I know. I definitely went back and forth with like I don't know, yelling at Nikki to like I'm
Mhm.
like, do I get out a spray bottle when she like is being a jerk? Like I'm like, I don't know what to do. But
Yeah.
yeah, she's definitely a lot less invested now, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, ours are definitely getting along better, but they still don't cuddle or anything. Like, there's hissing, there's chasing.
Yeah.
Little kitty will like kind of fuck with her a little bit, test the waters. She likes to
Mhm.
like when she's asleep or like not paying attention, like poke at her tail
Yeah, yeah.
until she wakes up and hisses at her. She's
Yep.
like, fuck off.
Yep.
But yeah, I want them to just be friends, but
I know.
they're both freaks.
Yeah.
Oh, but I did come up with another potential name for little kitty
Oh yeah.
because she's getting all scraggly, and I was calling her Scragamuffin.
Oh, that's
And then
cute.
I was like, Kitty Scragamuffin, K Scrags.
Oh, there we
I'm thinking
go.
about it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about it. Because she's very soft, but she's getting real scraggly.
Mhm.
Like she definitely, it seems ever since I started like brushing her more, she's gotten more scraggly. It
Oh,
doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
interesting.
But she needs to be brushed because she was like hairball city for
Mhm.
like a week there. But anyways, so yeah, I don't know. In my like last several weeks since we recorded and then I took forever to edit because I got a temporary gig transcribing a local meeting
Mm.
of like a nonprofit organization that was talking to people about police, like police and mental health
Mhm.
and their interactions with each other, police brutality, racism in police, like all that stuff. And people
Mhm.
were sharing experiences about it. And they were doing that because they're trying to, like, I don't know, do some stuff about like restructuring police or something like that in town. So they had this little meeting
Mhm.
to get ideas and perspectives, and then they were writing up a report to present. And so they needed someone to transcribe the meeting so they could easily refer to what people said. And they needed it like last minute. And so I did that kind of as a rushed job for them. I had never transcribed anything before, not very good at it, not very fast.
It's like
It's
it
hard.
just takes forever. Yeah, it's because there's so much pausing involved that yeah.
Honestly, the hardest part is that they didn't pause enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like you have to pause I was about to say pause the tape.
Mhm.
The MP3 or whatever. You have to pause it a lot to
Yeah.
and rewind and yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then I feel like, is there such a thing as hearing dyslexia? Because
Um, I think so. I often hear what I want to hear. I think it's called like selective hearing or something like that.
No, not selective here, like dyslexia. Like,
I wouldn't be
so,
surprised.
like, someone would say something like, I was running and jumping, and I'd write, I was jumping and running. Like, I
Okay.
would like reverse the order of things people say. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know if it's just being bad at transcribing, but I did it a bunch of times. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Right.
Why do I keep doing this? But anyways, it was actually like enjoyable work. Like, they were telling me like, listen, if this is too heavy for you, like,
And you were like, "Oh
you could
no.
tell us and you don't have to do
I
it. And
love
I'm like,
this shit.
well,
I
I'm
fucking
just like,
live for it."
well, I'm like, I've lived some of this shit and I'm
Mhm.
comfortable with it.
You're like, "Oh
You know,
yeah."
because they definitely were talking about like, mental health crises, and they were
Mhm.
actually talking about things I was like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yep. Uh-huh.
But I'm like not easily triggered by things like, I talk about this stuff all the time. Like, I read about this stuff all the time. So I'm not like easily triggered. So I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Right.
But the subject matter itself was like stuff that I'm interested in, and, issues I'm interested in. So it's
Yeah.
actually like, this ain't bad. Like, I would do this. Like, I specifically was like, if you need this again, just let me know.
Nice.
I don't know what my upcoming work schedule looks like, but I'm available. They haven't contacted me or anything, but
They were like, "This bitch wrote jumping and running when this guy said running and jumping, and we remember, so not using her again."
But I mean, I definitely was like, that might not be like a bad side hustle if I
Yeah.
could figure out, how to. I mean, I know there are definitely like websites you can go on to get that kind of work, but I don't know how like much practice it would take to be good enough at it
Right.
to get paid well, because I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
yeah.
more pay towards the finished hour versus how many hours you take.
Yeah.
Luckily, they were paying me per hour I worked, but
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
yeah, but I'd say the average probably pays per completed hour,
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah.
like my videography work or my editing work does. So,
Yeah, no, I downloaded some app forever ago that was, like, looking for side hustles because that is my entire life is a
hmm
side hustle,
and you're not a
and,
millionaire yet? Oh my God.
not yet, not yet. Oh,
In
man, we don't
23
even have to
years.
23 years. That's right, folks. I calculated if I made based on what I made last year, if I made that and didn't spend any money in just a short 23.8 years, I would have $1,000,000 in the bank.
Whoa, anyone can do it.
Anyone can
Anyone.
do it. It's easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yep. So,
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I did that. It was pretty cool. I'm like semi interested in trying to like get that as maybe a side gig while I try to figure out other opportunities to edit. But yeah, that happened. The big thing I did this week was I made Olympic gold poutine soup, Canadian beers, American tears.
what a title.
Holy shit. I hated every second of making it and shopping for it, and oh my God,
Crying for it.
crying, just sitting on the floor in my kitchen, giving up, letting the milk burn to the pan.
Oh, no.
So, okay, here's the thing. Half the ingredients specified Canadian XYZ.
Mhm.
I live in Vermont. We're on the border, but
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
get much Canadian goods.
You didn't, like, drive to Canada to get these things?
Nope. I did enough as it is.
Okay.
So I went to the regular old grocery store. I had to sub in, Vermont cheddar. I looked for Canadian beers. The only thing they had was Labatt.
Oh, yeah. What is it? What else is, like, Labatt and, like, is it Molson?
Molson, yeah, Labatt
Is
and Molson.
yeah.
So it called for Canadian light beer and a Canadian stout. We barely have stouts, period,
Really?
let alone Canadian stouts. Yeah. It's all IPAs.
Ugh.
IPAs in like a range of beers, but we only have the option of a couple stouts.
Okay.
Guinness being one, Left Hand Milk Stout, which is my favorite stout, but I wasn't gonna use milk stout. But so there was that issue of just like, I guess I got to use Guinness, and then I'm looking for light Canadian beer, and the only thing I could find was Molson Ice, And I'm like, is ice the same as light? What does ice mean? I'm in the store Googling, like, is ice like light? I couldn't figure that out. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Because, like, natty ice, okay, there's natty ice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, natural ice. And then there's natural light.
Right.
Right? Yeah. So, yes, the ice did not necessarily mean that it was like, wow.
I wasn't really sure what the comparison was, and Google did not help.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'm like, okay, I guess I'll grab a Coors Light. This was the other thing. There weren't many singles in the store.
Mm.
There were no stouts as singles whatsoever. They did have, the only light beers they had that were singles were Bud Light and Coors Light.
Okay.
So I'm like, I guess I'll do Coors Light. And then I'm like, I had to buy a whole 6-pack of Guinness, and I'm looking around. Then I go back to the thing, and I'm like, she definitely mean light beer. I click on, she had a little image of all her ingredients spread out.
Mm-hmm.
I zoomed in on the can of beer. I looked up the can of beer. It is not a light beer. It is a lager. And a lager is a very generic beer. But as far as singles went, the only lager they had was Stella Artois.
Artois.
So I got a Stella Artois. $3 But I'm like, I don't drink lager, so I'm not going to get a 6-pack. I'll drink the stouts.
Right.
But I don't want a lager. But before I settled on Stella Artois, I looked at all the mix packs.
Uh-huh.
And there was one, almost all the mix packs were like IPA centered.
Mm-hmm.
But one mix pack had a stout and a lager. But the stout was a chocolate milk stout.
Ew.
And I'm like, I don't think that's going to work. So got a single Stella Artois and a 6-pack of Guinness.
Okay.
That alone took me for fucking ever. And then also I had to buy real basic shit like flour and...
Oh, you didn't have that?
No, we have cornstarch.
Oh, okay.
Every time a recipe, like our little meal delivery kits have called for flour, we've subbed cornstarch because we didn't have flour, and I kept forgetting to buy flour. So
they didn't give you your they didn't give you flour?
No, they're just like,
dang.
They're like, here's a couple things you need: butter, flour, salt, pepper. Like they have a list of things they assume you just have.
The only things that mine assume you have are salt, pepper, and either a non-stick spray or olive oil. Everything else they give you.
So anyways, I had to buy flour. I had to buy brown sugar. Like I had to buy all this stuff that we don't have, but like we'll probably use in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, okay, this is costing me an arm and a fucking leg because I have to, I'm going to use 3 cents worth of flour, but I got to buy the whole big thing of flour.
Yeah. That reminds me of there was a radio host that like he never cooked, and then when he's like, I really wanted to make chili, and I finally made this chili, and he's like, you know how much it cost me to make that chili? $95
Yes.
because I had to buy all the spices and like everything, and you're like, yeah, I guess that's right. That first initial one is gonna be real fucking expensive.
It really is. So yeah, I did all that. I got it home. I put off making it for like 3 days because I kept shit came up, and it kept being like midnight and being like, yeah, it's a little too late to get this started. So I finally got started earlier in a night, and the thing about it is you're making like 4 different friggin' things. You're making candied bacon.
Okay.
Maple candy bacon. You're making a cheese and potato and lager and milk soup, quote unquote. It didn't quite come out super soupy. It was very thick.
More like a stew.
It was closer to like incredibly runny mashed potatoes.
Oh God.
Like it was good. It wasn't gross.
It looked delicious.
The
picture was like, I was like,
It just wasn't soupy. It was very, very, very thick. So you have to make this soup, which also includes like, finely diced onions and celery and carrot. There's a lot to it. And then it has a stout and beef stock gravy. And then finally, it also has some very small home fries.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like very, very tinily, cubed home fries that you got to bake. So this is a lot of different steps for one meal.
Yeah, truly.
For one soup. And you're trying to balance them all at the same time. The recipe's just vague enough to be like, what do they mean by that?
Yeah.
What? And They also completely did not know how much flour it takes to make gravy.
They were just like, just keep pouring it until it's gravy. And you're like, what?
No, they said a tablespoon, a heaping tablespoon for 2 cups worth of liquid.
Oh.
You need like 3 at least.
Maybe the conversions were off in
Yeah.
regards to the metric system versus the American system.
Canadian tablespoons are huge.
Maybe. I don't know.
But so, and also we don't have a ton of counter space. So when I'm making 6 different fucking things, I'm like, okay, this is done. Where the hell do I put it? Like,
I'm hearing
I
a lot
need
of
a counter.
American excuses.
I
know
need to chop
who
this somewhere.
Could have made this in like 30 minutes or less? Vula.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Vula could have made this with
Yeah.
our eyes closed.
Definitely. Actually, the recipe comes from the old country.
It's old country.
But anyways, I finally got it done. Although partway through, I realized that Johnny could not enjoy this with me because it has 3 cups of milk, 2 cups of cheese, and he's lactose intolerant.
Can take a lactate?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't help.
It's it's not very good.
Oh, Eric's also lactose intolerant.
It gives him like other awful side effects. Like it's I have this or I have this. Like it doesn't help. So I'm sitting here cooking this big ass batch of stuff that I can't even share with anybody because I can't hang out with anybody. Like I would have been like, "Hey, Alyssa, come over, have this soup with me."
Right.
Can't do that. It's COVID. So I just have this big ass pot of soup just for me, and it's heavy as fuck.
Could you freeze some of it?
No, I didn't. I wound up I ate a good amount of it, but
Okay.
I wound up throwing some out. But anyways, taste wise, it tasted pretty good. Like it had a zing to it with, the sharp cheddar and the beer and all that stuff. The candied bacon was delicious. We're probably going to make the candied bacon just on its own.
Yeah, yeah.
I definitely learned more about making gravy.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I feel like elements of it, I made like that gravy was pretty damn good, but I would never make it again.
Duly noted.
Like it was fun for an experiment, but it was good. I ain't making it again. That was hell.
Yeah.
But I am glad I made it. I will say, if you have help, if you have people help you chop and peel and all, keep track of things, you have counter space, go for it.
If Vula's in the house,
she'll
help
do it
you
all
out
for you.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
I might give it a whirl.
Yeah.
It looked delicious.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely good. It was just like the amount of work that it took. Not good enough.
Yeah.
Pretty tasty. It was interesting. Like I never would have thought to put something like that together. But turns out poutine soup's a thing, everybody.
Hey. Thanks, Canada.
The pictures I took look great.
They sure do.
It's like, sweet. This was the best food presentation I've ever done.
Yeah, I'm awful at food presentation.
Anyways, so that's my poutine soup adventure.
Yeah, so we're in good 30 minutes in, shall we?
Yes.
All right, well.
All right.
You want to know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Season 1, episode 2, The Big Dance.
Still wanting to say hashtag.
Yeah, I sure did. Oh, yes.
All right. Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Bula slaves away at a hot stove while her papa admires her work on the school newspaper. She's the editor. He beams with pride. He flips to a page about the upcoming school dance and is outraged.
He slaps the paper like this shit.
Dance in junior high?
What?
You're too young.
Right? My goodness. He's like, I can't believe they put this fucking smut in the school newspaper. Like, look at this. Look at this.
I feel like I'm pretty sure we had our first dances in 5th grade.
Same. 100%.
Yeah,
I definitely had we practiced line dancing in like 5th grade gym class. And I remember being like, oh my God, I hope I get paired with my crush.
Yes, so definitely.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure they did plenty. Well, I mean, but then again, Jesse, we weren't in middle school in 1987. So
I thought the 80s were progressive, but I guess not.
I mean, Lucy says it later. It's the 80s. So come on.
It took until the 90s to let us 5th graders dance. So
you know what? Probably it was what year did Dirty Dancing come out? Because that's probably when they finally were like, let the children dance. They must. must dance.
Actually, now that I think about it, we had sock hops.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
when
I actually, no. Okay, no. I remember. Okay, the dance we had in elementary school, and I want to say you could go in 4th and 5th grade, and it was called the Spring Fling.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, the Spring Fling is what we got. There was only one, but we got a Spring Fling. And then middle school, it was like once a semester, I feel like there was a dance.
Yeah, at least I'd say. But no, for us, well, I grew up until I was 8.
You
Yeah, I
wait,
lived
I'm
in
sorry,
Maine.
you just said
I grew up till I was 8
and I died.
Then I stopped. No, I'm just still 8.
Everything makes sense now.
Done.
Jesse, you're a really advanced 8-year-old. We've really been talking about some harsh realities that I didn't realize that you're fucking 8.
I'm much
I'm
beyond my
sorry.
years.
Wow.
I'm an old soul.
Yeah, I need to stop swearing. I'm sorry. I feel bad. You need to apologize to your parents.
What I was saying is I lived in Maine till I was 8. I was gonna say I grew up in Maine, but no, I finished growing up somewhere else.
Okay, sorry.
But so I remember being like, yeah, in first and second grade, and there being sock hops. And you'd go and you dress like you go in socks and you dress like you're
and you'd
like
hop around.
You'd hop around.
It's a sock hop.
I'm trying to remember if people did wear poodle skirts or not.
Oh.
And I specifically remember them playing the Achy Breaky Heart.
Oh.
And everyone line dancing. So
that sounds like a grand old time.
Yeah. But then I don't think we had dances in 3rd or 4th grade when I moved to New Hampshire, but in 5th and 6th grade we had dances once in a while. And then junior high on, same school, we had them, I'd say maybe once a month.
Yeah.
And it was 7th grade to seniors all at the same dance.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Like 12-year-olds and 18-year-olds at the same day. That's fucking weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but that is really fucking weird.
But the junior high kids would stay on one side and the high school kids would stay. And not even like because they had to. It's just how it worked out.
Right. I mean, that sounds like it's for the best.
But I remember I was in like 9th grade and I had my friend down the street who I grew up with who was in like 7th grade. So I'm in 9th grade, like occasionally going over to the 7th grade side, be like, "Hey, bud, what's up?" And then back over to my 10th grade friends, like.
So you wow.
Mixing and mingling,
Jesse, I didn't realize that you crossed so many borders in your lifetime. Like just bridging the gap. Bringing the people together.
Listen, they brought me in early with those 1st grade sock hops.
Yep. And really the big surprise was, Jesse, that even though you were in fact in 9th grade, you were only 8 years old. Because that's when you stopped growing up.
Yeah, I don't know how they gave an 8-year-old a mortgage, but I've really
they're doing good. What in the Benjamin Button?
Anyways, so yeah.
Anyways, we digress. Back to Vula.
Papa thinks she is too young, but Vula argues that everyone is going. Why can't she? He doesn't want her grinding up against some sex-crazed boy. He knows how interested she is in family planning, and he heard how horny those boys are.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't think I'd want her going to the dance with those fucking creepy boys either.
I mean, yeah, apparently he was watching Stephanie's campaign all along. Like, he was like, I'm very invested in my daughter Vula, and she's helping her friend Stephanie run for president. I must go to school and see what's happening. And that's probably what it is. He saw Wheels look down Stephanie's shirt and go, "Oh, yeah!" And then he was like, no, Vula's not allowed near these boys.
He saw Steph advocating for family planning, and he's like, oh, they got one thing on their mind.
Mm-hmm.
She ain't going to this dance.
Nope.
So Vula begs him to go, but life is like a flower. Let it unfold.
Yeah.
What?
I know. I'm like, there's a lot of, you can interpret it in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's not.
Life
it's
is
not
like
good.
a flower. You're going to get pollinated. And that's why you can't go to the school dance.
Oh my God. In summer camp, when I was a counselor, there was like one of the, upper level staff. She was like older. And she used to go, "Life's a garden," and everyone would yell, "Dig it!"
Yeah, I mean, I think that was in Joe Dirt. I
Was
think
it?
it was he had like a shirt that said "Life's a garden, dig it" or something like that. Anyways, I love that kid's dig it.
Yeah. Oh, camp. He thinks that she'll thank him when she's older, but she'll never forget about not being able to go to this dance. Her whole life will be ruined.
Rind. It's not, yeah. I like just love that Vula is like literally always dressed like she's in the old country.
Yes.
Like literally, that is her style.
She
Like
gets home, she puts an apron
honestly.
on.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Now,
poor Vula.
I feel like her mother is not around.
I don't think we ever see. Well, I don't remember. Truthfully, I don't remember.
Like he mentions her mother later, but we never see her.
Your mother never went to dance until she was 16. And then she got pregnant with you.
But like she's sort of like playing that motherly role, always
Mhm.
in the kitchen with the apron. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the mother is like dead or something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Either that or she's just like always passed out drunk in the living room. Something like that. 16 was too early to go to a dance.
Yeah, and now she's literally her life is in the gutter.
A bunch of band geeks strut down the hall with their tubas as Erica and Heather confirm that it's cool to pregame at Lucy's house before the dance.
Wait, I'm sorry, did you notice the sign for the dance that said
No.
only a broomhead would miss this dance? It literally said it on the school dance sign.
Wow, they really got to make sure you know what a broomhead is the thing.
I'm telling you, Jesse, it's such a thing. It's such a thing. So, anyways.
Oh wow, I'm gonna start calling people who I disagree with on Twitter broomheads.
You
See
really
what
fucking
happens.
should.
I keep calling them like sociopaths and
No,
creeps and shit. No, broomhead is
they're
fitting.
broomheads.
So of course it is. Her parents are cool parents.
You're not gonna say they're loose.
Oh,
You're not gonna say because she says it a
she says
million
loose.
fucking times.
They're loose.
Yeah, no, she's like, of course, my parents are loose. She says it like several times.
The complete opposite of Ula's.
Yes, yeah, they are fucking tight. And Lucy's parents are totally loose. They're just like flapping all over the place. They're so loose.
Lucy crosses paths with Vula on the way into the bathroom as the twins catch her to find out if she's going to the dance. She lets them know she can't. They try to tempt her as if that would change her dad's mind.
Right.
Come on, it'll be so cool. Like, bitch, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say I don't want to. I said I
Mhm.
can't. Just then, Steph approaches in her frump disguise and greets Vula. Vula mocks her and Steph begs for forgiveness. But Vula wouldn't forgive her in 100 million years.
Mm-hmm.
Steph retreats to the bathroom where it's time to make the transformation.
I'm sorry. Again, there's another sign. There's signs for this dance everywhere.
Yeah.
The sign on the bathroom
God.
door for the dance said, "The dance means romance." So obviously, again, Vula's dad must have seen that sign and been like, "Abso-fucking-lutely not for my child."
Romance? My Vula?
No, she's got to go home and make porridge. That's what she does. It's just like old country. I don't know what country they're from, but it seems
no idea.
it seems
She refers to the old country a lot, but
oh yeah, no, he 100% had a donkey with a plow on it that he would just like he would just walk around town with it, like that was his means of transportation, even though he was just walking behind the donkey with a plow. But anyways, yes, old country.
Lucy doesn't understand why Steph has to go through all this trouble to dress how she wants, but Steph's parents are strict as fuck. Lucy rolls her eyes at all the fascist hicks in this town of Toronto.
I know.
Fucking
Oh my god.
hicks up in that podunk town of Toronto.
I wonder because you know later that Lucy says like it's not like our loft in Manhattan, and I'm like, is Lucy American? Is that it?
That's
is
the difference.
Right. Was she born in America and like now they're in Canada?
Did she say in Manhattan?
She said in Manhattan. And I didn't know if it was just like Degrassi being Degrassi, where they're like, we're in America, even though we're not. Like, yet we never mention Canada. We only talk about America. We say dollars instead of loonies and toonies. It's a secret.
Granted, they give it away with their standard lunch of poutine. Steph can't believe that Lucy's parents let her go out in an oversized sweater and headband.
Right? I was like, Lucy's entire body is totally covered. Like, I can't. She lets you wear scarves. Oh my God.
Later,
Your
she's wearing like
parents.
a fucking Peter Pan outfit, like her caveman outfit. Like,
Oh my God. I hated that fucking Flintstones outfit. Anyways, but I mean, that's the true travesty that her parents let her out of the house and looking like a fucking Flintstone.
they're like, whatever, she ain't getting pregnant in that.
Right? Your parents let you dress like a fucking dumbass? That's wild. I can't believe it.
Turns out her parents are more old fashioned than anyone's.
Right.
They're
Well,
like, they're sending her back to the Stone Age.
she said her parents are loose and they're like, your name is Lucy. You're going to wear loose clothing. That's our thing. We're the loose boost. I don't know. I
The
was
loose
like,
boost.
I don't know. I don't know.
So, anyways, Lucy does what she wants. Steph asks if Lucy has asked a boy out before. Duh, of course she has.
Ododoy.
Steph is worried she'll get laughed at, but Lucy reassures her. It's the 80s, like feminism, you know?
If they're going to give us shoulder pads,
Right.
then that means we can ask boys out.
I mean,
That-
I feel like these boys who have been trying to look down your shirt and kiss you for the last 3 weeks would probably be okay with you asking them out. Weird idea.
I don't know. I think that's how you quickly make a hard penis soft. You know,
you consent.
Yeah, the moment you're like, hey, would you like to go out with me? They're like, you're so gross.
Just like harassing you.
I hate it. Oh, gross. Get away from me. You're so ugly.
Honestly, some are like that.
Yeah, probably.
We get another glimpse at Spikes as we cut back to the hallway. Joey Jeremiah Esquire finds Wheels in the hallway, and they chit-chat about the dance. Joey claims he has a date prematurely. Of course, Steph is going to go with him. She lusts after his bod.
I mean, he's 100% muscle.
Just makes me think of those commercials. I want your bod. Remember that?
Nice bod. Yeah. Tight bod. I want your bod. Body spray.
I'm pretty positive later on Wheels is wearing bod body spray.
Probably. Man, I want I'm just thinking about that smell and I'm like, oh, I'm elementary school. Like, I feel like that's when that was popular for me. Like, oh man.
I don't know if I ever smelled bod. I know a lot of Axe was going around, but
I'm pretty sure I've smelled it. I'm pretty sure I've smelled bod body spray.
do you think bod body spray is still sold?
I don't know. Do you think Axe just rebranded bod body spray?
No, Bod Man Fresh Guy Fragrance Body Spray. Bod Man Really Ripped Abs by Parfums Decor. Bod Man Black Fragrance Body Spray.
Bod.
You can buy it for like $7.
Oh yeah, that's on Amazon.
All right. Next experience, buy Bod Body Spray. By Parfum Decor.
I'm sorry, the one that's on Amazon, yeah, the fragrance has really ripped abs.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at is Fresh Guy.
Oh yeah, fresh guy. Let's see.
Yeah. There's also Dark Ice.
Oh, what does it even mean?
I don't know.
Oh, let's see. They've got a whole 4-pack of body washes, I think. Wow. Oh, wait. Okay, the last one. Oh, wait, there's Blue Surf. There's also Most Wanted. Wow. Good to know.
So yeah, I guess bod's still a thing. I would really like to smell it. I'm going to see if it's at Walmart. Shoplift it real quick.
Yeah.
Wheels agrees that she's nice while he makes eyes at her across the hallway. I guess he finally got control over his boner and realized she's a human being, not just a pair of boobs.
Maybe he masturbated for the first Maybe he masturbated for the first time this past weekend, and now that he's released all that sexual tension, he's like, I'm fine now.
Oh yeah, girls are people.
Yeah. It's fine.
I like her. She's cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm only thinking about that because I watched a Daily Show like clip today about I guess apparently like one of the things that the Proud Boys are telling their people is that they shouldn't masturbate because that makes you more
Mm,
manly. Like
mm.
they think it builds up testosterone. And I'm just like, yeah, no wonder they're all so fucking angry. Like they don't ever masturbate. Like, good lord.
Yeah,
What's wrong with them?
I've seen assorted groups of men discuss things like that.
That is so weird.
Why? Why?
I don't
Why do that to yourself?
I don't know. I feel like that's how you end up fucking a pie. Like, I don't, like, what?
They have to build that incel rage.
Yep. They're like, nobody wants to touch my dick. I don't even want to touch my dick. And that makes me angry. Sounds about right.
Yeah. So Joey thinks that Wheels is downplaying her fabulousness. But turns out Steph is into Wheels. She tells the twins and they're like, yeah, okay. but at least he's a step above the rest of the horn dogs at school. He's no longer hounding her to be kissed, so
I guess he's okay.
She totally forgot the looking down the shirt incident. Like, he's a totally different person in this episode. That first episode never happened.
I mean, technically it was the pilot, so
True.
they had some time to like get back in the writing room and be like, hey, we can't have all these guys be like this. That's too much. We've got to make some of them be real fully formed humans. So we'll just let Joey be the idiot and Wheels will be like the nice one. Because Wheels is nice, and then also, as you would expect, Snake is nice. And not that Joey's not nice; he's just like a fucking car salesman, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Joey confirms that he hasn't actually asked her, but he's gonna. Miss Avery starts class with an announcement from Bula. She explains that Degrassi Jr High is sponsoring a foster child, whatever that means.
Doesn't the government sponsor foster children?
I literally wrote that. Yeah.
What?
Doesn't the government do that?
I don't understand why. Huh?
Did I'm not gonna say it so that Beth isn't outed on where she lives, but did Beep High School raise the funds so she could foster children?
Yeah. I mean,
they threw some dances.
Yeah, they sure did. $1 a dance. Just $1 to get in. And we're planning on raising a cool $50 to sponsor this foster child for an entire year. Wow. It's going to cover clothing, food, toys.
It's cheap.
Yeah. I mean, how much could raising a child cost? $10?
Either way, they need to raise money for it. Lucy suggests making the dance a fundraiser. I bet you could pay for an entire human being's needs with a school dance. Great idea.
Yeah.
At $1 a pop, it'll work for sure.
Hell yeah.
President Steph agrees. Yeah, whatever.
I know. She's the fucking worst.
Go for it.
What do you think, Prez?
Do I have to do anything? Then fine.
Yeah, sounds great. Sorry, I was just like literally staring at Wheels, trying to make kissy faces. But yeah.
Oh, Vula's gonna organize the whole thing? Yeah, sure.
Perfect. It sounds great. I love it. Run with it.
Lucy thinks Vula should present one of those big checks they give out on game shows at the dance, but she can't. She says the president should do it instead. Steph is cool with it.
I'm imagining them giving this child on stage a huge check, and it's for like
an actual child.
Yeah, and it's like for $27. The child's like, "Thank you.
Buy yourself some candy. I like your face."
There you go, kid. All right.
It's the end of the day, and Lucy walks Bula out. She insists Bula should present the check because she's not a goddamn broomhead.
Mm-hmm.
But haven't you heard? She can't. She's told everybody 60 times she can't.
Yeah. Nobody's listening.
Like, knock the peer pressure off. Just accept it.
Right, yeah. Nobody's listening to Vula, though.
True. She insists she has too much homework, but Lucy insists she's got the rest of her life to do homework. She'll graduate at like 87, but she got to go to some dances, so cool.
I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter. I'm still doing homework from high school right now.
Yeah.
Because they're still accepting it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I got a C in that class. Can I raise that to an A?
Like,
10 years later?
Right. Okay. Is it late? Will you still accept it? I'd like to get my grade changed. Thanks.
I'd like to adjust my permanent record to
Right?
reflect the homework I did when I was 32. Is that okay?
I'm just like harassing old teachers on Facebook, like, please, I need you to change my grades.
I have my report card right here. Will you cross it out and write A, please?
Thank you.
Wula admits that the real reason is her dad. Lucy thinks that's ridiculous and tries to teach her how to bring up her parents. You gotta educate them or they'll walk all over you.
Duh.
Vula tries to explain the cultural differences between her parents and Lucy's cool ones, but that's not good enough. The dance isn't just a dance anymore, it's a charity. Her parents can be reasonable, right? Vula watches Lucy put on some lipstick and asks if she can try some.
Uh-oh.
Scandalous.
This is a gateway drug.
Woo.
Lipstick leads to pregnancy.
We all know this.
That's why I don't wear lipstick.
Lucy is a bad influence. She is introducing teenage or preteens to lipstick. Like,
I mean, I think she has a good point though in saying like now that the dance is like a fundraiser, I mean, I feel fair. Like you know, if you look at it that way, I think it's like it would be a good cause. But you know, obviously not going to work with Wula's papa. It's so papa. It's so weird.
I hate papa.
Papa, don't preach.
I can't imagine calling my dad Papa.
Papa.
Papa. Next time I call him.
Oh my god.
Hello, Papa.
Papa.
Papa. I haven't heard from you in a while, Papa.
Papa.
How are the dogs, Papa? As he's like, shut up! Shut up! Stop barking!
And that works, I bet, huh? Totally shuts the dogs up.
Sounds like the dogs are well, Papa.
Oh God, I would love it if you talk to your dad like that.
But seriously, half the time I'm on the phone with my dad, he's just like,
but then when you talk to Charlie, you have to be like, "Hello, step papa, step papa."
I like to call him stepfather.
Oh my, that's right. Anybody can be a father, but only few can be a papa. It takes a real man to be a papa. It's so stupid.
You know those shirts of like I'm the father of a nurse, so blah blah blah. I need one that says I'm the papa of a nurse, so.
Oh my god. Okay, wait. I got advertised one of those t-shirts that was like it was like a man wearing it and it was like, yes, my girlfriend's crazy. Yes, I hate her, but she's the best. And yes, she bought me this shirt. And it's like literally, it's like 12 sentences too long and it's all on one shirt.
Yeah.
And I was reading it to Eric and I was like, isn't this funny? Can you imagine? Like, what if I bought you this? And he was like, well, I'd wear it. And I was like, no, stop it. Don't be that nice. You've got to tell me no.
So I feel like our second t-shirt design, which we don't sell, is going to be, yes, I'm the papa of the school newspaper editor. But, and then we got a list of bunch of stuff. But she doesn't wear lipstick and she doesn't go to dances.
That's right. And she definitely makes me dinner every night.
She wears an apron.
That's right.
I think we could come up with that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yes, she made me this shirt from scratch.
She hand sewed it.
Yes, she embroidered it herself. Anyway.
So, speaking of, Vula is running the kitchen again as her papa does some important paperwork at the kitchen table. The standard routine, apparently.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. She's bringing over the entire loaf of bread that she sliced for their dinner because, again, like old country, she's like, all we have for dinner is this loaf of bread and some water that had a potato boiling in it. And that's all they have.
I had to put on my apron to prepare this. She goes to ask him about the dance, but then says, never mind. He notices she's wearing lipstick and forces her to wipe it off. Because those creepy boys are probably lurking in the window and she has to be modest at all times.
Oh my God, you know it. Like, yeah, Joey's in the window like, oh yeah, she's still wearing lipstick. Oh. And nope, not on his watch, not on Papa's watch.
Granted, it was also an incredibly subtle shade of lipstick.
Right. I'm like, how did he notice? That was basically like a tinted Burt's Bee that she was wearing. I'm like, how did he even notice?
Very observant. He wants her to stay a little girl. Just take her time. He wants to know what she wanted to ask. She explains, there's this thing on Saturday with the foster child. It's like school in the evening. Nailed it.
So that people had time to do their homework and be with their loved ones during the day. It was like, good lie, Bula. It sounds totally realistic.
Papa
but you know what? Papa's a dum-dum, so he believed it. I was like, sounds reasonable.
Well, as long as you're home by 9:30.
Then we're cool.
She got away with it.
Yeah, nice.
Bula has got to teach a course on lying.
Mhm.
She's real good at it.
She's so good.
Joey and Wheels enter the school as Joey goes on and on about how much asking Steph to the dance will mean to her.
Oh my
She'll remember this day for the rest of her life.
Honestly. You know why she's going to remember it for the rest of her life? Because Joey's shirt is like weirdly unbuttoned at the bottom and you can see his stomach. Did you notice this?
Notice that, no.
No, there's like several, like literally like half his shirt is unbuttoned and you can, I think you can see his belly button. You definitely see stomach. And I'm like, what is he doing? Why is his shirt like that? Yes, she's going to remember that day forever because your belly is hanging out, Joey. Like, what is happening?
I'm into belly buttons, so do it, Joey. So Wheels is all, whatever, man. Steph greets them, hair as poofy as ever.
It sure is.
Ooh, it's a lot.
Yep.
It's way out there.
However, again, I do like her outfit. I don't know what it is. I'm like,
Yeah.
Stephanie's whole life, I'm like, I would wear most of these clothes. Like, this is cute.
Yeah. It would definitely be sold at like H&M.
Oh, H&M? Yeah, you could, yeah, totally.
Forever 21.
Yeah.
That top would be at Forever
100%.
for sure.
Because what did it have on it? Like boats or something weird? Like cars. I think it had cars. Yeah.
So Wheels goes to leave them to it, but Steph actually wants to talk to Wheels. Joey is confused, but goes off to polish his nails or something.
That's right.
He's fucking polishing his nails.
I guess I'll go buff my nails. I don't know.
Yeah, he says polish his nails.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What?
Let's go polish your knob, Joey. Get out of here.
Steph flirtily takes him aside to pop the big question. Wheels can't believe it, and neither can Joey. But he agrees to meet her there, and she is psyched.
We're all shook.
Poor Joey.
Poor Joey.
Disgusting Joey.
He didn't deserve that. But that's Stephanie K for you.
Yeah.
She just doesn't treat people well.
She just always keeps you guessing is the thing.
Yeah. She's messy. She's a messy bitch.
Oh, definitely. She's on a downward spiral, let's be real.
Oh, 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's definitely did not take her parents' divorce well, and she is literally flailing through life right now.
Jeez, your first downward spiral at 13 years old, 12?
Rock bottom.
Rock bottom. All right, now we get a dance prep montage. And to be honest, from here on out, I got a little stressed out taking notes because you cut every 5 seconds to something else.
Oh, yeah, they really
one
did.
Sentence here, one sentence there. I'm like, I guess this is just one long blurb because I'm not writing cut to every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if they filmed it as longer scenes, but then just spliced it like that or what? Because it was very choppy of we're here, we're there, we're here, we're there, we're here, we're there. Oh my God.
I wouldn't have noticed except that I was taking notes on it. I'm like, really? We changed scenes again? What are we doing?
I noticed as well because I too was like, oh, it gets cut to, we're back in, okay,
yeah.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, here's a whole dance prep montage.
Mm-hmm.
First, Steph goes over her foster child speech as she prepares for the dance. Then, Vula comes down the stairs looking like an American Girl doll as her father gives her the 3rd degree.
Oh my God, she did. She looked like Samantha for sure. Oh my God.
Be home by 9:30, he reiterates.
Of course, Papa.
She can handle it. She's a big girl now.
But what's in the bag?
Yeah.
Stuff for Lucy.
What was in the bag?
This is the fucking insanity of it all, Jesse. What was in the bag
Yeah.
was a different outfit, like her slutty outfit. I'm putting that in quotes.
Yeah.
Because it literally was like the same exact outfit, except it wasn't plaid. Like it was literally,
okay.
yeah, like it was like a solid color, but I think she wasn't wearing tights. Like she still had like an ankle length skirt, but like you could see like her skin. I don't know.
Ankle.
Yeah, it was literally like the same exact outfit, just a different pattern. And that was like, I am getting out of this house and I am dressing in to this absolute slutty fucking outfit that my father would never let me wear. And he can't know about it. So I got to keep it in the bag. Because I too was like, what's in the bag? That's weird. And then all of a sudden when she arrives at school, I'm like, oh shit. Because I definitely noticed the Samantha-esque American Girl doll blouse. And then when she got to school, I was like, oh, she changed. But where did she change? Because she didn't go to anybody's house. So she was just like behind a fucking tree, butt-ass naked. No wonder her dad's concerned.
And just put on another American Girl doll dress. Like,
yeah, literally.
Right.
Exactly.
I didn't notice the difference. It was that little of a hoe up. So, But anyways, she can handle being home by 9:30 because she's a big girl now.
I know that it's so cringy. I'm a big girl now, Papa. Like, oh,
I'm a big kid now,
Papa. Oh my God, you know what we need to do?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jesse, you're gonna need to use your editing skills because you know that fucking song. Did you eat chocolate? No, Papa. Are you lying? No, Papa. Like, that's it with Vula and her dad. And it's like, are you going to the dance? No, Papa. Are you lying? No, Papa.
It might work.
It might work. Oh my God.
It's going to be a lot. I might not edit the podcast for another 3 weeks.
There you go.
I'll do that.
But that's coming out. Coming out hot.
All right. So, Steph and the twins arrive at Lucy's giggling away. They ask if it's cool that Steph come. She needs a place to change. I don't know why she can't change in the bathroom like she normally does, but whatever.
That's not, no. This is special, Jesse. It's special. It's just a change at a house.
Yeah, true. The girls admire Lucy's swanky pad, but she shrugs it off. The loft in Manhattan was better.
It was. She definitely said Manhattan. I mean, I don't, and literally, okay, we need to describe Lucy's outfit because we mentioned it earlier, but she's wearing like an orange, like, I guess I would call it sleeveless dress that it's not a straight across hem. It's literally like a zigzag hem.
Yeah.
So she looks like and then she's got the leopard print like leggings.
She
underneath.
looks like a caveman.
Yeah, with like a white t-shirt underneath the dress. And yeah, definitely like, yeah, I was getting Fred Flintstone vibes. I don't know why she would wear that. Like, even by 80s standards, I was like, what the fuck is this ensemble?
I understood the oversized sweater and the scarf and the headband. That was very like 80s cool girl. But this was not
it was it was like, oh no, girl. I wish your parents were home so they could be like, don't go out like this.
Yeah.
Like, we're loose, okay? Take off some clothes. You look awful.
Hoe it up a little bit, girl.
Right? Or they're like, here's a bone, put it in your hair to complete this Flintstones look.
They're like, is this a Halloween dance?
Yeah, right. What's going on? I'm confused. Okay, well, whatever.
It's September. I guess they're doing it early.
Yeah, whatever.
Vula arrives at the school and says hi to some randos. And they go into school together. The disco ball spins as the dance gets going.
Woo!
There's always a disco ball.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if my school had disco balls. I think the ceiling was too short.
Yeah, I want to say that we had a disco ball only at dances in middle school. I don't think we had it in high school, but I think in middle school, because I think the DJ they got, like, he brought it. Like, it was a thing that he provided. So.
Well, our high school dances were in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
They weren't in the gym.
No, ours were in the cafeteria as well.
Our cafeteria ceilings were not tall, so I don't think there was room for a disco ball. There was
ours was very high.
Maybe a disco ball above the DJ. He definitely had some lights going on, but
that's what I'm saying. I think the DJ had a disco ball above him. I think.
I
I don't know.
Can't quite remember.
Is a disco ball like for a DJ? Is that like his mistletoe? Where he's like, and once you get onto the disco ball with me, things get crazy.
Can we go to a dance and kiss under the disco ball?
That sounds so beautiful.
My dream.
Yeah.
Wheels looks around for Steph, who is nowhere to be found. Bula is wowed by the streamers and balloons and donates her $1.
She's never seen such a thing.
No. In old country, they do not have balloons and streamers.
What?
No.
There's just bales of hay and some farm animals. No fancy lights, not in old country. Wow.
There she is like, oh.
I know. Oh, like literally,
Whoa.
you know, in her head, she's thinking, oh my stars. Wow. So.
She sits with Caitlin and some other chick. Quick cut to Arthur's sick dance moves.
Yo, Arthur is cutting a motherfucking rug out there. He is having an amazing time, and I am here for it.
Oh yeah, I'd say he's the dancing queen.
Oh hell yeah. Like literally, I know it's not prom, but he is the king.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Like, oh, killing it. Just not like not a care in the world. Like, you know, he just like that old Dane Cook bit, like he just wanted to dance. Like he was like, I just gotta get out and dance.
He threw off his shoes. He said, "We're not worried about girls tonight."
Nope. Fuck yes, Arthur. Oh man.
All right, back at Lucy's, Steph complains to the girls about how strict her parents are. And one of the twins, I tried really hard to like look it up and figure out which twin was which.
Which, Heather and Erica?
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah, I think and also generally they're wearing like the same outfit but like opposite or something like that. You know what I mean? They really embrace that, like we're low-key matching but slightly different.
Yeah. I didn't know who was who.
I don't think, I'm trying to remember if at any point I was able to differentiate them, and they have very different personalities, like, and I think that's the only way you can tell them apart, because like their character arcs are like, one is like, I want to party, and the other one's like, you shouldn't party, like, so yeah,
so they actually like are their own people and not
100%.
Okay, all right,
yeah.
Well, for now I have no fucking idea which one is which, so
yeah, for right now, same person. Might as well be.
So one of the twins explains that parents always treat you as younger than you are. She puts on a record and notices that Lucy's parents are alcoholics.
Oh my god, I know, there's so much booze, like just out on the out on the fucking like kitchen island, like it's not in a cabinet or anything, it's just out. Even like that Kahlua out on the fucking table.
They have Kahlua.
Room temperature Kahlua.
They're ready.
Delicious. Scream, like, honestly, I mean, you know, obviously no spoiler alert, but like that's probably why Stephanie got so sick, because she was drinking fucking room temperature Kahlua that was already open.
Rancid,
yeah, that's probably why she got sick. Like, ew.
Right. I'm just like, you know, my mom didn't drink at all growing up because she was an alcoholic when I was like up till I was very young, and then she quit drinking when I was very young, so I don't even remember her drinking whatsoever.
And that's when you stopped aging.
Yeah,
the age of 8.
She was like, she stopped drinking, I stopped aging.
Yeah, you're like, if you're gonna stop, Mom, I'm gonna stop.
I'll keep aging once you keep drinking. All right.
Yeah.
So like growing up, the most we would ever have in the house was like a 6-pack of Budweiser from my stepdad. So like there was never this TV scenario of a whole bunch of alcohol.
Yeah, no, same
area.
Same at my house, because like my mom didn't drink because she was on antidepressants and like took that very seriously, that she didn't want to be on, because you're not supposed to drink alcohol with the antidepressants, correct?
Yeah,
because they're both downers. I know, like yeah, technically, but I don't know. And maybe that's what she said. I'll never know. Maybe that's
it is a thing.
No,
like,
I know it's a thing, but
it
like
can affect how you are. Like,
right.
it can definitely, You're encouraged not to drink, but
Yeah, no,
we do.
but, like, our aunt Lori doesn't drink, and she always said it was because Grampy was an alcoholic, and we
Right.
we don't remember Grampy as an alcoholic because
No.
he would drink O'Doul's when we were around, so but yeah, so I never really knew, but I knew my dad said she used to drink.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, like, at most, my dad loved he'd have a beer after work, so we always had beer,
Yeah.
but then I think there was, like, a couple of bottles of hard alcohol that were, like, in a weird cabinet above the refrigerator, and I never,
Mhm.
like, knew about them, but I wanna say that my brother found them, and he would, like, swap the vodka with, like, water and, like,
Good
the whiskey with iced
plan.
tea. Yeah, right? So, I know and I remember my dad, like, one time, he just was like, "I think I'm gonna have a gin and tonic," and then, like,
Mm.
took a sip and was like, "This is water." What the fuck? Like, finally, after it was, like, years later, like, I think my brother was, like, already 21,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, no, we've been had." Because he just my dad, like, never drank hard alcohol, it was always just
Right,
beer,
exactly.
so
Yeah, I mean, I think there was, like, at one point, like, a bottle of something or other stashed out some random place.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was a case of Budweiser. Like, that's what
Yeah.
was in the house. Maybe Sam Adams at one point. I don't know. My dad has always been big into drinking, but he's always been big into beer
Yeah.
also. So that was a thing when, oh my God, when I like was old enough to drink, and at some point, oh yeah, my dad was like psyched when he found out there's this local restaurant called the Whetstone, and they
Oh, yeah.
also brew their own beer. And they have a challenge where if you can drink 99 different beers
In 1 hour.
in a year, and they have to be in 1 hour.
Mhm.
In a year, because they have constantly rotating taps. They have their own that they put out there. You have to drink like 9 of
Mhm.
a certain type,
Yeah.
9 stouts and porters, 9 IPAs, like, stuff like that. You have
Mhm.
to do it in a year, and you get stamped as you go, and you write down which beer you had, so no repeats. And when
Wow.
he found out I got my mug,
Oh
he
my
was so proud.
god, Jesse, I didn't know y'all had that moment.
He's never been so proud of me in my whole life.
Wow.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Jesse.
Yeah. He was really excited to talk about Hetty Topper with me, which is a very specific Vermont beer that everybody loves and goes out of their way
Yep.
to get. And
Yep.
they brew very small amounts so that they can charge like $14 a beer. He was real excited about that. So,
Yeah, I'll never forget. I had, a real good moment with my dad about
mm-hmm.
beer, and it was I remember the first time. Remember Alex?
Mm-hmm.
I was this guy that in my head, we were dating, but he was always like, "I just see you as a friend, but we're gonna have sex
Yeah.
all the
Good
time," and I was just in
times.
love with him.
Good
So,
times.
anyways, we were always good friends, like, but yeah, I was in love with him, and he was like, "I'm not in love with you, but we're friends, and like,
Oh.
I love being around you, but like, I just don't feel the same." So, anyways. We had a night where he was like, "Let's drink 40s." And I was like, "I've never had a 40. Okay." So I think the joke was that we were gonna play Edward 40 hands, but then we didn't do that
Mhm.
because or
Oh,
no, he
yeah.
wanted to put and then he wanted to put orange juice in the 40 because then it
Brass
tasted like
monkey.
what is it called?
Pretty sure that's a brass monkey.
It probably is, but I thought it tasted like he said it tasted like Orangina, but I think he called it Orangina, and I think that was the joke. So anywho, that was our game plan, right? So I think I ended up drinking like an entire 40 and then like a half of a 40.
Getting crunk.
Yeah. So then I put the half of 40 in the fridge. Like, I'll save this for later because that's who I am as a person, is like I got leftovers. And so, like, the next day, my dad was like, "Callie." And I was like, "What's up, Dad?" And he was like, "Is that you a malt liquor in the fridge?" And I was like, I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you drinking that? Like, what's going on?" And I was like, it is, Dad." And he was like, "Well, you better drink it soon because it's gonna get flat as heck." And I was like, "Okay, Dad. Thanks for the advice. I'll get on that.
Oh
Like, I don't
no.
want to disappoint you. I'll make sure to drink it soon." So yeah, I just thought that was so funny. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, Dad. Thank you."
I remember people playing Edward
Hmm.
40 hands at parties when I was young, but I never played it. I'm pretty sure the first time I ever had a 40 was with Johnny because he was real into them, and we would drink 40s by the river.
Yep. There you go. That's what you
That
do.
was that's Brattleboro life for you.
Yeah.
So 40s by the river.
I always liked like if I was gonna get a 40, I'd want to get Old English
Mm.
because that was like the one that was referenced in rap songs. So I was like, I gotta get OE, you know.
Yeah.
So
You know, they are what they are.
it's a novelty for sure. Like when
Yeah,
I was younger,
exactly.
I was like, I mean, granted, obviously, you know, if I was homeless, it'd probably be like, this
Yeah,
is a great
right.
deal, you
Mhm.
know. But obviously, because I am a millionaire, um,
We're gonna make so
I
many little digs at millionaires, and people are gonna be like, "What? They keep bringing this
what?
up."
I know. They're like, we have let's just and then we put the entire thread on our fucking Instagram. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, I have not had a 40 in years.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's fun. Like it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I think I had a Tinder date once where I was talking to the guy about 40s and he was like, well, let's go get some. And I was like, okay, like
Yeah.
fuck yeah, let's do it. So
The reason I don't care for them is because I can't drink them fast enough and they get warm.
yeah. Yep. Oh yeah.
Like,
No, and I think
so,
that's the problem truly with Edward 40 hands.
yeah.
For those that don't know the premise of the game, it's when you're holding two 40s and they are taped to your hands
Mhm.
and you basically can't do anything until you finish both 40s.
Mhm.
So that's an issue for me because my bladder is so tiny and
Yeah.
like I would definitely not be able to drink the 40s fast enough
Nope.
before I had to pee. Like it's just not there. Like I'd piss myself. There'd be nowhere for the
Mhm.
40 to go. Like it would just get to the point my bladder would rupture and there would just be pee everywhere. So it's not ideal for me, but
Right.
I like the idea. I love a game. So it sounds like a good time. I can't do it.
Yeah, I never tried that, but yeah, we got our 40 on down by the river a lot. I mean, they were just kind of like, punk kids doing their thing, so it made sense, but I was always in like that kind of scene, but I was always like my friend would always bring like a thing of Southern Comfort, so that's what I was drinking.
Oh,
She was
SoCo.
older and classy, so.
Wow. Real mature, Vula.
Anyways.
They're ready to get splashed.
Yes, yes, they are. One of these twins is bummed that they can't get splashed.
Like, who says that?
Splashed. I got it from now on.
I know, right?
These are things I have to adopt.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
to say splashed. I have to say broomhead.
That broomhead is splashed
That's what people say about me.
all the time.
All the time. Y'all are on we're playing Jackbox and I'm on like a whole bottle of wine. You're like, the broomhead is splashed.
Yikes.
But Lucy is like, go for it. My parents love giving alcohol to minors.
Once again, she's like, my parents are loose. It's fine. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, man.
Like she is just right going into the bit, like the
Oh,
con
yeah.
that she has these like super laid back parents. She doesn't even be like, yeah, as long as we replace it with some water. She's just like, yeah, fucking go for it.
Right. Kill the entire bottle. They don't care.
Drink
They don't.
all their Kahlua.
Right. They don't give a shit.
So the other twin jumps up to join her sister in getting shit-faced. Steph comes down in some hot pink spandex and a silver jacket.
For the record, I would not wear that outfit.
No.
This dance outfit, not cute for me.
Not great. The girls are impressed, though. Sexy lady.
Hey.
They invite her to come drink, and she's confused. But they're like, no big deal. We've gotten drunk before.
Okay.
Whatever. Steph can't believe it. She pretends she's gotten drunk before lots of times and grabs a bottle.
Yeah, I'll have some of this. It's UV birthday cake vodka. My favorite. I'm just gonna drink it over ice.
Perfect. This is my go-to, actually. Like, when I go to the bar, I'm like, my usual, and this is what they give me.
Yep.
And they just hand me the bottle, and I just chug it.
That's how adults do it.
Walk out with $100 bill. So Lucy, the huge faker, looks concerned. I mean, you can tell right away, like, she is full of shit. Like, at first I'm like, oh yeah, she has these loose parents, but then they cut to her and it's like, oh no, you don't do that.
Right. Like, and I wonder if part of it is she thought like, oh, they'll probably do like a shot each and then be like, ew, this is gross. I'm over it.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love alcohol. This Kahlua tastes like a milkshake. Glug, 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 glug.
I'll drink some Kahlua.
Yeah, I mean, I'll drink some. You know what? No. I mean, I like Kahlua in coffee, but like, I don't know that I'll have Kahlua in a martini. Like, I don't really want to drink
Yeah.
Kahlua straight.
There is a shot that they do. I don't know if it's, I think this might be something they came up with. I don't know, but they call it at our local bar. It's been so long since I've been to a bar, I can't even remember the name. Fucking McNeil's, yeah.
Like, what do you order?
We have bars, which one's closed and which haven't.
Oh.
So, yeah, Arkham RIP. So McNeil's, the brewery slash bar, has a Jimbo shot, which I believe is Kahlua and like whiskey and something else, maybe Bailey's, some sort of concoction like that.
Mm-hmm.
They shake it up with some ice, pour it in a cup. It is so good.
Oh. Well, because you know what? Okay, I don't know what shot drink it is. I think, but I know it's like Bailey's in. I don't know if it's in Jaeger or what, but there's like some alcohol combination that when you put the Baileys with this alcohol, you have to drink it super fast, otherwise it curdles. Yeah.
Ew, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that does not at all sound. I'm not a chugger. I'll say it. I'll gurp, but I'm not a chugger.
No, I really like Bailey's. I would just drink Bailey's over ice. I have no problem with that.
Well, that's all
but
right.
like mostly I would just mix it with, coffee.
Mhm.
But no, I would just drink Bailey's.
Yep.
I love it.
Do you like White Russians?
Isn't that like milk?
There is milk and yeah. No.
Probably I've never tried one, but
they're good. I mean, but that's the thing is like I don't want to get drunk off White Russians. I want to have a White Russian.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I've never tried them because I've always been turned off of the idea of having milk in it, even though it's like a milk based.
Right.
Like,
right.
Bailey's milk based. But the idea of actually adding milk to a cocktail disgusts me.
Well, there's some cocktails that have like raw egg in it.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I ain't drinking that. But isn't there what is it? Is it the Irish car bomb? Is that?
That one definitely does. That's like Bailey's and Guinness. Okay, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Bailey's and Guinness, and that's what curdles.
I'm not sure if that curdles. Oh no, it'll curdle.
Okay, it's the Bailey's in Guinness. I don't know. Sorry, I was like,
it's
Remember that sound?
I guess.
Yes, Irish car bomb.
Yeah.
I love it. And then you drink it very quickly because otherwise it curdles rather quickly, which is not appealing at all.
No. Like it sounds very tasty to me, but then the curdling aspect, not good. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, who knew we were talking cocktails so much this episode?
I mean, I would love, God, I want to go to a bar so bad.
I know, right?
The closest we have is this local restaurant, Hazel.
Oh, yeah.
Does drinks to go. So you can get they have fancy drinks. We would, there's a couple spots in town where we would go for fancy drinks, like on a ladies' night. They're one of them. They have an assortment of fancy drinks. So you can go and you can buy them to go. Weird how COVID has just thrown open container laws out the window.
I know. They're like, we got to keep these businesses open. We'll do it however we can.
Just drive home with a cocktail. Whatever.
Do what you got to do. We understand.
Joey enters, fighting off hordes of adoring fans looking for his autograph. He finds Wheels and gags at the oven cleaner he sprayed all over himself. Wheels wonders where Steph is, and Joey can't contain his joy that she stood him up.
Oh my God, right?
He's like, oh, she stood you up? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I think he audibly is like, yeah, nice.
He's into it.
Do you think that Wheels is wearing bod body spray?
That's what I was saying. That's why I brought it up. Yeah.
That's what he's wearing, all the abs.
That's what I'm going to go to Walmart. Give it a sniff test. If it smells like oven cleaner, we know what happened. I don't know what oven cleaner smells like.
I don't clean my oven, so yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, me either. I get a self-cleaning oven, yeah.
Oh.
And I don't even use it, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think a lot of ovens are self-cleaning, and I had a whole conversation with Pam the other day because she was like, how do people clean their ovens? And I was like, well, there's like a self-cleaning feature, and she's like, you can't do that. And I'm like, what? Like, why can't you? She's like, no, no, any professional will tell you not to do that. And I'm like,
Professional what?
I don't fucking know. And then I was like,
Oven professional.
this is, I don't, the world that Pam lives in, I don't understand. Cause I was like, okay, well then like what is it, like oven off or something, I don't know, whatever, like that. And she's like, absolutely not, no, any professional will tell you. I'm like, professional, the people who make stoves, they will tell you. I'm like, okay,
She knows enough about cleaning ovens to know what you can't do, but she doesn't know what you do.
yes, but she exactly. And she's like, what do you do? And I was like, Pam, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've never cleaned my oven, so I got nothing.
I bought this when we bought the house not last November, the November before, and haven't cleaned the oven yet.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it gets real hot in there, so all the germs just get burned up.
I mean, we've had like cheese and shit melt to the bottom, and it's just gone. So
yeah,
what
I don't know. I just assume, like, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ just comes down and is like, I'm just gonna get rid of this for you.
I'm gonna pop by Manny's where I bought it and be like, hey, how should I clean this oven? You're a professional. Do you know?
If they say use the self cleaner feature,
I'll record them saying it and send it.
He's a fucking hack.
No, I'll get confirmation that that's what you do, and you can show her and be like, I told you.
Yeah, she wanted like vinegar and baking soda, something rather.
That sounds familiar, actually.
Which, yeah, no, I mean, you totally can use, but like, I just didn't understand the concept of why would they make ovens self-cleaning if they weren't supposed to be clean. Like, what's the point?
But so does Wheels smell like vinegar?
Maybe that's it. He's like, oh man, you smell like vinegar and baking soda, which is how professionals clean ovens.
You smell like a professionally cleaned oven, Wheels.
Which, kudos to you for knowing how to clean an oven, but not a great smell. Joey walks away from Wheels and heads right over to DJ Redditch.
I'm raising the roof.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, he just starts going through those records, and Mr. Radich is like, what the fuck, man? Like, get away.
He slaps him away. Just
yeah.
Get out of here.
Shoo.
Fucking weirdo.
You fucking kid. I'm the DJ.
Well, I feel like from now on out, I'm going to call him DJ Radich, but, well, yeah, that's just it. I'm just going to call him DJ Radich.
What if in a fucking absolute twist, you know how there's like DJs like what, Dead Mouse or whatever, who wears like the little thing?
Yeah.
What if Mr. Radich all along was DJ Mad Bullets?
DJ Mad Bullets? No way.
Remember?
No way.
And Toby calls him DJ Crazy Guns or something like that? What if Mr. Radich is in fact DJ Mad Bullets and he's just wearing a mask? Yeah,
but wasn't DJ Mad Bullets kind of like Kid Rock?
You know what?
Like, didn't he give off a
Kid
Rock?
No. That was Kid Elric.
Oh, Kid Elric.
Kid Elric was, yes. Yeah, I don't think we ever actually saw DJ Mad Bullets. We don't know what he looks like. So I think it's actually Mr. Radich.
It might be.
In a mask.
Might
be. The kids never knew.
So here's the link, though. DJ Radich eventually becomes Principal Radich.
Oh.
DJ Snake, who DJs the junior high dance in Degrassi Next Generation, eventually becomes Principal Snake. So the student to principal pipeline has a little like middle ground there where you become a DJ.
Wow. Because they just want you to explore your options. They're like,
yeah, definitely.
We like our principals to have a creative side. So you've gotta be a DJ for a little bit, and then
you gotta be able to think on your feet.
Yeah, and then that's when you're like, man, I love scratching these records, but you know what I would really love would be disciplining children and like making sure that schools' budgets were good.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
I can see that from start to finish. Like it's a track that makes sense.
And they're like, you're suspended.
I wish that's how it worked.
Me too.
So yeah, the kids all dance the afternoon away. It's very light out, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, still. Yeah. It's, yeah.
All right, we cut back to Lucy's house where they still have not gone to the dance.
Mm-mm.
Steph and the twins are hammered,
It's been like 15 minutes and they are
right?
fucking splashed out of their gourds.
They're chugging. They're just knocking it back. Like, it might be a case where Lucy has already replaced all the alcohol with water because they're knocking it back like no problem.
I mean, or maybe it was a butt chugging instance and they dipped their tampons in the vodka and then went to town and they were just instantly drunk. Sorry, I know. I always circle back to butt chugging.
Always.
Always.
Once an episode. Jesus Christ, Carly.
Truthfully.
Do you have something you need to confess to the audience right now? Do you have a problem with butt chugging?
I actually what I like to do is I like to fill my diva cup with a shot of vodka.
Oh
And
Lord.
sorry.
Oh, your gynecologist is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god.
What is going on in here?
Honestly, she puts like the speculum in my vagina and it just like starts like, yeah, it's basically like a shot glass falls out and she's like, "What? Carly, what were you doing?" I'm like, "Oh no, I knew I lost it somewhere. So glad you found it."
Oh no.
I know. It's a rough life for me.
They're all hammered and they're giggling like crazy. Lucy is just like, what the fuck did I do?
Because she's not drinking.
No, she's just watching like shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
no.
I can't replace this with water. They will know.
No, and this is like before the term white girl wasted was coined, probably, but like these three are 100% white girl wasted.
Mm-hmm.
It is messy.
So the phone rings and she tries to shush them, but they won't shut the fuck up. She greets her mom, Alice, and keeps trying to shush them, but they're out of control. She reassures her mom that everything's fine while the girls drink more alcohol than even I could drink.
Yeah. Oh, God.
I mean, this is hard alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, if it was like wine or beer.
Right.
It's liquor.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't die.
Right, because they're not even like doing shots. They're like, we're gonna pour a cup of it and drink it, and you're like, ugh.
Nope.
Yeah, this is like a big hard pass for me.
I drink a shot and I cringe and I get all like, ugh.
Yeah,
they're just like, whatever.
Old pros.
It's delicious.
Well, they did get drunk at their cousin's house or whatever that one time, so
yeah, they know what's
they're
up.
they're definitely professionals.
So Steph pours a giant glass of Bailey's and the girls dare her to chug it. But I'm like, Bailey's is for sipping.
Mm-hmm.
She writes it off. It's just like a milkshake. Whatever. But milkshakes are also for sipping.
Yeah, because even if you chug a milkshake, you're going to get brain freeze.
Why do you want to chug a milkshake? I don't want to chug anything that tastes good.
No, because I want my milkshake to be like nice and thick. It shouldn't be chuggable.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? I want it like as thick as my Canadian Beers, American Tears poutine soup. You know?
You can't chug that.
Mm-mm.
I would tell you right now, if you chug that, you will also be on the bathroom floor very upset, but not
But
in the
there's
same
some
way.
beer in it, so chug, chug, chug.
There is. You're not drunk though.
And the potato soup is just dripping down your mouth. Yeah, chug it.
Wasted.
Woo.
16 ounces of beer in this bad boy.
And you're like, oh, Jesse, don't chug it. And you're like, what? It tastes like soupy mashed potatoes.
Chug, chug, chug. So as she chugs, one of the twins chants, "All the way with Stephanie K."
Oh my god, I totally missed that.
Oh, she knocks it back.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Madam President.
Joey and Caitlin, OTP,
Mm-hmm.
make a dance connection while Wheels sits alone moping.
Oh.
The girls finally show up, scream singing, while Lucy tries to collect them.
Honestly.
She's just like, girls, 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 come on.
Like, they literally might as well be like, everybody wants something, we'll never give up.
They wrote that song on the way to the dance. And
They sure did.
Snake was in the bushes like, oh, that's actually pretty good.
Right, taking notes.
The boys are always lurking in this, this hick town.
Yep. Yep.
Got nothing better to
Fucking
do in
Hicktown.
Hicktown, Toronto.
This wouldn't happen in Manhattan.
Steph falls a bunch of times, but she is having the best time.
Dude, they would not let these girls into the
No.
fucking dance. There's no, like, they're so clearly inebriated. Stephanie's like, I give you $3. That's enough for a foster child to live for like 7 days. So, okay, there you go.
All right, this is this big ass blurb that it just cuts back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So
You're gonna like, let me pour a little drink here and get ready.
So we cut back into the gym, and Vula is dancing with Arthur for some reason.
Well, you know what? He's a safe bet because
Yeah.
she knows that even if she gets caught, like he's not the boy to worry about.
I'm just like, is this like trying to get back at Steph? Like, yeah, I'm dancing with your brother, bitch.
I mean, I did 100% at one point in my notes write, like, yeah, fuck your best friend's brother, revenge. So that is my hope for Arthur.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a big score for Arthur.
Definitely.
Vula, she'll take the L on this one, but
yeah,
good for Arthur. He's a nice guy.
Yeah. So the girls walk in and trip down the stairs. Steph finds Wheels. She grabs him and calls him sexy.
It's so weird.
She also notices his mosquito repellent, and I'm just like, what the fuck kind of cologne did he get into?
Yeah, it's clearly not good.
Both mosquito repellent and
Not great.
oven cleaner.
Not great.
What? What? I bet his like older brother was like, "Oh, you want cologne?
Here you go, fucker. It's lighter fluid."
Yeah, exactly. Just sprayed it all over him.
Yep. And Wheels was like, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah."
now I smell like Wheels. Yeah."
So Vula is concerned, and Lucy explains that Steph's been drinking. Uh-oh. DJ Radich. Give me that.
DJ Redditch. That was a little bit trying to turn it down because I'm like, oh, my neighbor's probably gonna be like, what the fuck is she doing? Anyway, sorry.
DJ Radich announces the moment they've all been waiting for. The Degrassi Crazy Dance. Go crazy, go crazy, go crazy.
No, see, I'm gonna tell you what I assumed was the crazy dance, and
What's going on?
because this is called Crazy Frog,
Yeah.
in case you didn't know.
Oh, I knew.
Anyways.
No, I immediately thought of Yo Gabba Gabba.
No.
Go crazy, go crazy, go crazy.
Yo Gabba Gabba. Okay.
Oh, my favorite is when Elijah Wood goes on. He does the Puppet Master.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think what I'm thinking of Yo Gabba Gabba is not.
Yo Gabba
Correct.
Gabba is a kid's show.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, with a bunch of weird ass puppet people, and they have all these celebrities on,
Oh, I didn't know.
and they do the dancey dance every week.
I mean, you gotta.
And they'll have the celebrity on, and they'll be like, "This is my dancey dance." And after they do their dancey dance, they'll say, "Now everyone go crazy!" And they go crazy, go crazy, and you just do the Degrassi crazy dance.
I mean,
So.
it sounds about right. But unfortunately, what the Degrassi Crazy Dance is whoever is the most demented dancer.
Demented.
I was like, whoa. Trigger warning, Mr. Radich.
Radich and Miss Avery are watching and judging the shit out of them. Like, look at that demented motherfucker.
Right? They definitely have dementia. I'm looking. They're forgetting everything.
The winner of the dance goes right to the loony bin. Like, that one's fucking crazy.
I just have somebody's in like a straight jacket and they're carrying him out and they're like, "You won, man, you won. Like, let's snap out of it."
They're just like, go crazy, go crazy.
Oh no, he went too crazy. Oh no. Oh God.
I'm allowed to make that joke.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And I'm allowed
Just
to say
clarifying.
dementia because my dad had dementia. So we're both
Perfect.
Exactly. It's fine. We're good.
Steph was having fun growing crazy until she gets a sudden wave of nausea.
I mean, you jump around the way she was jumping around, and all that Kahlua in your belly,
Ooh,
that is
ooh.
a recipe for
Mixing it with
vomiting.
whatever the hell else she was drinking. They were just
Yeah.
drinking whatever the fuck they wanted. No.
Yeah, this all makes sense. It checks out. I would vomit too.
Oh, yeah. But she somehow makes it across like the whole school before puking. Like she runs so far.
Oh my God. Listen, I've done some pretty amazing things
Yeah.
to not vomit at a party, like thrown up in a Solo cup and then like carried it across the party, like not drawing attention, and then made it to the
No.
bathroom and like dumped it out. Like I've done some pretty,
Yeah. I'm pretty bad at that.
yeah, no,
I've just fucking puked.
you know me, I'm a polite
Several
puker.
times.
I will pull forth my entire outfit and puke down my dress before puking in front of people. I'm polite.
Oh, the problem is I miss down my dress and just puke on my dress. And then everyone's like, oh, poor baby.
Imagine you're wearing the fucking like baggy dress like Lucy, and you pull it forward to vomit and it just goes all the way through and hits the floor. Oh no.
Aw.
Wah, wah.
I tried. I swear. I thought I had a belt on. Anyways, the girls follow Steph concerned. Back in the auditorium, everyone is still going crazy, and Wheels goes back to moping.
No.
Steph washes her face and worries about having to face Wheels. One of the twins was like, get it together. You have a check to present.
Bitch. Worst president ever.
Hello, this is the president's duties.
Yep.
President Trump would be up there
Mm-hmm.
saving the kids,
Yep.
no matter how drunk he was.
Yep. Oh, he doesn't drink. That's the weird part.
Really?
Yeah, you never heard this? Trump does not drink.
He's just naturally like that?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he did drink, if he'd just be normal.
I wonder. Because you're like, why are you up at like 3:30 in the morning hate tweeting at people? Like, what is wrong with you? Are you drunk? No, he doesn't drink. Okay. Well, cool
Okay.
then.
He just does a lot of coke.
That's probably it, to be honest.
Steph can barely stand, let alone present a check. But Lucy's got a brainstorm. Bula!
Okay, Lucy, this was your idea. Why don't you just do it?
True. She keeps pawning this idea off to everybody else, but...
She sure does. She got stage fright.
So Lucy finds Vula, who is still making moves on Steph's younger brother.
Hell yeah, Vula.
When Vula realizes the time, she rushes off for curfew, but Lucy drags her into the bathroom. She shows her the state of Steph and begs her to help. Meanwhile, Vula's dad is rolling up to the school.
It's 9:25. He's like...
Right, he's already there like, where is she?
Right.
My Vula would have been home at 9 o'clock. Curfew
Mhm.
doesn't mean get home at 9:30, it means get home at 9.
Yep. And then by the time you're in bed, you've brushed your teeth, washed your face. It's 9:30.
Made me
you're in
dinner.
bed. You made me dinner.
Put on your apron, maybe
That's
dinner.
what. I mean, you know what, Jesse? This is the problem. Is that like he's like, I just need you home by 9:30 because I haven't eaten since lunch and I'm really hungry, and I can't do it unless you're here to cook, Vula. I'm hungry.
I can't slice some bread for myself.
No, when you spin it like that, Vula, get home. Your dad is so hungry.
So the girls keep insisting Vula do it. It was her idea. Steph begs and Vula agrees. Her dad enters and looks around, pissed that she obviously lied. He doesn't see like the whole setup and all this stuff. Like, it actually is a fundraiser. She only partially lied.
Well, listen, as he was like walking up the steps,
Yeah.
there was a couple and like the guy had his arm around the girl and like that
Ooh.
he'd seen enough. At that
True.
point, he was like, that girl's pregnant. I can
Yeah.
tell.
Mhm.
And I want my daughter out of here.
So Miss Avery interrupts the music and introduces Steph, but Vula takes over instead. She is proud to show that kids aren't all selfish assholes and they're willing to help other kids.
Right? Shocking. But realistically, most kids, the way kids are, like most of them, if you're like, hey, here's $5 and there's a homeless person right there, they'll be like, oh, here you go. I'm going to give it, you know what I mean? Like a lot of times kids are actually like really nice.
But they didn't even donate out of the goodness of their heart necessarily. They paid $1 to go to a dance.
That's true, which is not like, I wouldn't think the dance would be free anyways.
Yeah, I feel like it used to be $5 when I went to school.
$5, yeah. I know that they're really like, well, you know what? It's Canada, so the dollar goes farther. I don't know.
The loony.
The loony. 1 loony, please. Why didn't they say that?
I don't know. They've
God
been
damn
trying to
it.
pretend they're not in Canada this whole time.
They always do. It should have been 1 loony. Anyways, okay.
But somehow, off $1 tickets, they managed to raise enough money to foster a child for a whole year.
And I just don't understand it because there were not that many kids at that dance.
Yeah.
Like tops, 100 kids are at that
Mhm.
dance. Like, and that's me being generous.
So here's my actual not being funny take. I'm pretty sure they weren't fostering a child, but they were sponsoring a child
Mm-hmm.
in a third
Like
world
in a different country?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For $1 a day, whatever.
They're,
Yeah.
actually, what they were doing is they were sponsoring an American. They were like, we've raised $600 and we are going to be able to take care of 1 American
Yeah.
for 9 months.
Vula notices her dad and wraps it up. He drags her out as some teacher talks about youngsters in the third world. That's where I picked up on it.
Oh, she did say that?
He did.
Oh.
I'm pretty
So
sure he was like
that's-
youngsters in the third world. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't hear that.
It was totally like a background thing. Vula's dad drags her kicking and screaming down the hallway.
I have rights. I have rights.
She has rights.
Oh God, is she storming the Capitol? What? She's got rights. Oh my goodness.
But with great rights comes great responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
And she lied.
Yeah.
But she had to. He treats her like a baby. Back in the bathroom,
We gotta go boop 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 boop.
because we gotta just cut back and forth. One sentence, one sentence, one sentence. Back in the bathroom, Lucy checks on Steph. Lucy invites her over to change.
gotta.
Back to the hallway, Vula's dad tells her that her mother didn't go to a dance till she was 16. And I thought to myself, I've never thought to tell Johnny when the first time I went to a dance was.
Yeah. I don't think I know.
Is that important information I should have shared like on the first date?
I don't know, but I gotta tell you, actually, when I was babysitting yesterday, the 7-year-old, she was like, she had to read a book, and she was like, what were some books that you read as a kid? And I was
Mhm.
like coming up with titles, but like we couldn't find them on like the internet database or whatever to read.
Mm.
And so she's like, well, what books did your boyfriend read as a kid? And I was like, I don't know. We haven't had that conversation yet. And she
Mhm.
literally looked at me like, do you even fucking know who you're dating? Like, you haven't talked about it? Are you kidding me?
Well, Carly.
Are you sleeping with
Well.
a stranger? Like, what is happening? So, anyways, long story short, I don't know anything about that man.
Vula explains that this is a whole different country. We start to dance young here.
Oh, so teen pregnancy is so high.
She tries to get him to go easy on her because it was for a good cause. But he can't accept that she lied to him. She apologizes. Lucy and Steph exit the bathroom, and Steph calls herself a broomhead.
We were all thinking it.
Honestly, like, this is the thing about this insult. It happened, and I was like, he's in the broom closet. He's a broomhead.
No, it's been a thing.
It's just a thing.
It is.
Did he purposely put Arthur in the broom closet so that he could start calling him a broomhead? Would he have done it anyways?
You know,
Was that where
it's
it
hard.
came
It's
from?
hard to say. I don't know.
So she's mortified and sits on the ground again. She has a list of apology calls she needs to make tomorrow. Lucy helps her walk. Her head is pounding. She can't wait to go home, go to bed, and drunkenly ask her mom for a cup of cocoa.
Because you know what I don't want when I'm hungover is hot cocoa.
I mean, I don't want to talk to my mom.
Right. Maybe my mom will make me some cocoa. I'm like, bitch, you probably smell like a fucking bar.
Right. My strict ass mom who won't let me leave in like normal street clothes. She's like dressed like Little House on the Prairie. I really don't want to hunt her down at home when she's in bed and be like, Mom, will you make me some cocoa?
Mom, take me to McDonald's.
I mean, that's better than cocoa.
True. I agree.
When you're drunk, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, that's the episode. I gave it 4 out of 5 chef's kisses because it's only episode 2 and Steph is getting drunk now. Like she's on
Yep.
a downward spiral.
Yeah, we can't like blow our load all on like the beginning of this season. I know I gave it 3 chef's kisses and I kind of felt bad about it. Like I did it and I was like, I don't know. I just didn't feel like I'm, maybe I'll give it a 3.5. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know why I'm being such like a Russian judge over here. I'm just like, I can't give it to you.
Okay, Simon Cowell.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the fact that she got shit-faced gives it a good score.
Classic Degrassi.
But like, and I was entertained by Lucy's like cool girl act because I saw right through that.
I just like that she kept calling her parents loose.
But yeah, like I mean, Vula's storyline was so in contrast to Steph. Vula's like, I just want to go to the dance, and Steph's like, I want to get drunk and I want to dress like a hoe and I want to call boys sexy. Like, so her half was pretty intense, but Vula's was just like, Papa,
please, Papa,
let me go to the dance.
I finished all my chores and I made you dinner, Papa. May I please go to the dance?
So yeah, anyways, it was pretty decent. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
I'm excited to learn about more characters than the ones we already know about.
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, we already obviously know we've got Snake, Spike, Caitlin. Like, there's like so many people that we know we're gonna meet. So
right, like I see them like, oh, there's that person, but they don't like do anything.
Right.
Caitlin was like, oh, there's Bula in Dance with Joey, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I know her.
Caitlin with her little ass ponytail. You notice that?
Yeah.
I was like, you don't have enough hair for that ponytail, Caitlin, but okay, go in, I guess.
What are we talking about next week?
Season 1, episode 3, The Experiment.
Oh.
I don't know what we're experimenting, but
Could be a lot of things. Sexuality.
Oh.
Making electricity out of potatoes. Who knows?
Oh.
That's
making
what I hope.
poutine into soup.
That was my experiment.
Yep.
All right. Do you have any social media to plug?
At Carly Jo Gear across the platforms.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Jesse or on Instagram at Monday Night Rar. And you can follow us at A Social Disease all over the place, except for Parler, which is getting shut down and everyone's getting doxxed.
Good.
I mean, good, yeah. We didn't want to get doxxed. We had nothing to do with the attempted coup. Just throwing it out there.
We weren't there.
Was not there. Laughed at it, yes. Was not there.
Yes. But if you're feeling spicy on the internet, give us a review.
Yeah.
Like, go to like, where you listen to the podcast and be like, I really love these gals. They're A-okay. They're not broomheads.
Don't give us a review if you don't like it, though.
Yeah. Say that. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say
it
anything
at all. Yeah. All right. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. And once again, we're your hosts, Jesse Mack
and Carly Jo Gear.
And this has been a Social Disease podcast.
Thanks for listening.